Okay, the next is device management. So when it comes to devices, there are a lot of devices are connected to the computer. ගොඩක් අපේ තියෙන උපකරණ පරිගණකයට connect කරන්න පුළුවන්. phone එක වෙන්න පුළුවන්, mics වෙන්න පුළුවන්, speakers වෙන්න පුළුවන්, printers වෙන්න පුළුවන්. We call these as peripheral devices. Right? මේ peripheral devices වැඩ කරන්න නම් we need what we call device drivers. Right? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මොන හරි දෙයක් device එකක් දුන්නාම device එක අඳුරගන්න software එකට we call it device drivers. Right? So for example, when you get a new printer, you have to install the software to detect the printers. It's called device drivers. නමුත් දැන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවෙදී අලුත් machines වලදී අපිට මේක වෙනමම install කරන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ. සමහරවිට අපි ගහපු ගමන් මේක අඳුර ගන්න අපි කියනවා plug and play කියලා. Right? So the driver එක අපි දාන්න අත්‍යවශ්‍යම නැහැ. සමහරවිට අපි ගත්තොත් එම්ම phone mouse එකක් අපි connect කරගම අඳුර ගන්නවා. So we call it plug and play. So that means relevant device drivers are installed automatically once the device is connected to the computer for the first time. ඒ නිසා මේ installation කියන එක ගොඩක් හරි අඩුයි. Right. දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට පුතාලට අලුතෙන්ම මොන හරි උපකරණයක් ගහපුවාම මේක අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපි මේක වෙනමම මට කියලා දෙන්න වෙනවා කොහොමද කරන්න කියන එක. pen drive එකත් එහෙමයි. දැන්ට තියෙන එක නෙමෙයි අලුතෙන් එකක් ගහපු ගමන් the computer finds the required device drivers automatically. So this is called device management. Right. Let's move to the next one. File management. Right. So all the data we save it as files. අපි files විදිහට තමයි save කරන්නේ. මේ files වලත් විවිධ වර්ග තියෙනවා. දැන් උදාහරණයක් අපි word වල file එකක් save කරනවා. ඒක word file එකක්. ඊට පස්සේ PowerPoint වලින් save කරොත් ඒක PowerPoint file එක. graphic එකක් අපි save කරොත් graphic file එකක්. So how do you identify? Right? So when it comes to file management, the operating systems help us to do these things, making new files. අපිට අලුතෙන් files හදන්න දෙනවා. Then we can save at suitable places. If you have already done this, you know how to save it anywhere. Deleting unnecessary files. You can delete files. Then you can arrange folders. Right? And rename the folders, files and folders. Then change the storage location of files and folders. Or to change කරන්න පුළුවන්. Creating backups of files and folders as needed. Backing up කියන එක ගොඩක් වැදගත්. When hard drive fails, you have to get the data back. For that, we have to use backup. Hard disk එකෙන් බැරි වෙලා පිච්චුනොත් you are going to lose your files and folders. We have to keep a copy of it. We call backup. Right. File and folder management include file properties, file operation, file access, file systems. එක එකව තියෙනවා. Right? මම කීපයක් පුතාලට මේකේ පෙන්නන්න. දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට අපි ගියොත් එහෙම ෆයිල් එක වර්ග හොයන්න. මම යනවා මගේ C drive එකට මම මුළු screen එකම share කරන්න. share කරා. මගේ files තියෙන තැනකට යමු. Let's go to documents. Let's go to downloads. Okay, so let's look at properties of a file. So you can right click on the file, choose properties, right click properties panel. Then you get something like this, properties window. So here are the details of the file. So this is the file name. So we have file name. This is called type of file. And within bracket, we have what we call the extension. It's very important. File like name තියෙනවා. ඒ file එකේ type එක PNG portable network graphics file එකක්. මේක graphic file format එකක්. පොතේ extension එක file එක save වෙනකොට නමට අමතරව අපි අකුරු කිහිපයක් දානවා file එක අඳුර ගන්න. ඒකට අපි කියන extension කියලා. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ ඒක තියෙන තැන saved location, size of the file, when it is created, when it is modified, and when it is accessed. All these details are there. Let me share another one. Let me look at a PDF file. Okay, right click. I'm going to get properties again. When you select properties, we will get a window like this. Right? So there also you can see this is Adobe Acrobat document within bracket .pdf, and this is the name, and then this is the size of the file. The size is 10.9 megabytes, and 11 megabytes are used in the disk. Right. The extension for the file is .pdf. Right. Let's look at another one. Right click. So we'll get another properties window. So this time this is a Word document, docx. So that's the extension. And the size of the file is 11.8 kilobytes. And here is the location. Again, you have a lot of information there. Right. One. Then we have what we call security management. Right. Security means there are a lot of threats to a computer. Right. දැන් අපි උදාහරණයක් විදිහට අපි නිතර pen drives පාවිච්චි කරනවා නම් one reason might be you might get a virus. Virus is a software, it's a harmful software, right? So now for that we need to identify. Sometimes some unauthorized persons can access the system. So there are different types of problems, attacks are there. We need to protect the computer. අපිට computer එක protect කරගන්න ඕනේ මේ එක එක virus attacks වලින්. Now for that we can use operating system for some extent. Right? Let's look at what those are. Right. Then we have network management. Right. අපි network management වලට කලින් අපි network ගැන කතා කරා. So when it comes to operating system, it will support different types of network connectivities. අපිට එක එක වර්ගයේ network වල connectivity වලට සම්බන්ධ කරනවා. Sometimes we can have wired connectivity, sometimes we can have wireless connectivity. පොතලගේ ගෙදර සමහරට අපි හිතමු SLT connection එකක් තියෙන, සමහරට අපිට පුළුවන් wired connection එකක් හදාගන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් Wi-Fi වගේ facility එකක් තියෙනවා, you can have a wireless connection. Right? So the operating system helps in accessing computer from remote computer. Right? So you can connect from one point to another through this network. Right? So because of this network management, you can connect from one point to another point, and this facilitates what we call the cloud computing nowadays. Cloud computing means you can have software, everything installed in another machine, and you can access the machine, the software, through the internet. So we discuss internet is a wide area network. Cloud computing කියලා කියන අපි cloud computing වල තියෙන පොතේ ගොඩ අපි powerful computer එක server එක අපිට අවශ්‍ය මුදුකාංග තියෙන උදාහරණයක් විදිහට word කියන එක වෙනුවට අපිට Google Docs පාවිච්චි කරනවා දැන්. ඒතර Google ලා මේක host කරලා තියෙන අපිට තියෙන browser එකක් විතරයි on install, you don't have to install it. install කරන්න ඕන වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපි කරුණු 6ක් කතා කරා. The services of the operating system. Providing user interface, so which means the other point of operating system is provide a user interface. So you need some interface to interact user with the hardware, and operating system provides it. Now, for example, you may need to copy some files from inside your mobile into computer. So for that, you have to use particular set of commands and instruction. You need to, provide in some user-friendly manner. Right. There are two types of interfaces. First one we call command line interface. Command line interface. The second one is called graphical user interface. So let's start with the command line interface. So for example, I showed you this earlier. Let me share my command prompt. If you type CMD, you will get something like this, and you can provide commands. Like one command given in the book is date. So it will give you the date for this. So it says the current date is Saturday, 24th October 2020. And then you can get the time if you want, right? So it's 6:38 now, right? So likewise, it'll give you, we can type the commands. So for example, to clear this window, we can type CLS. You see, it clears the command. So to list the files inside the file, we can say dir. Let me say whether we have docx files, we can say dir *.docx, word processing files. So you have a set of word processing files. Okay, so likewise you can type it. So this is actually this is how the interfaces looks like in the very old days. මේ විදිහට තමයි අපේ තිබුණේ. එතකොට command එක තිබුණා, command එකේ output එක ආවා, ඒ cursor එක තිබුණා. මේකට අපි කිව්වා command prompt කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක blink වෙනවා accept කරන්න කියලා. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මම ආයෙ පාරක් share කරොත් පුතාලට පේනවා ඇති මේ අපි command එක type කරා මෙතන output එක අපිට හම්බුණා. මේ blink වෙන්නේ cursor එක අපි type කරපුවම මේක type වෙන්නේ මෙතන. මෙන්න මේකට අපි කියන command prompt එක කියලා. Right, හොඳයි. Explain how you obtain CLI operating system you use. එතකොට මම එක කලින් කිව්වා ඔයාලට කරන්න වෙන්නේ CMD කියලා type කරොත් මම එක පෙන්නන්න. We go to screen, we go here, type CMD to get the command prompt, and you will get something like this. Command prompt, you will get it. Hurry. List out few commands used in CLI and function performed by these commands. You can Google it, or you can look back the video. So all the commands are there. I highly recommend to check all these commands. A command line interface. The next one, what we have nowadays, we have graphical user interfaces. We have GUIs. When you say graphical elements, nowadays we work as a graphical element, isn't it? Right click kara, properties gatta. Graphically, you will see everything, right? So when you talk about the operating system, there are different components. We have 4 main components under Vim: Windows, icons, menus, and pointers. The උදාහරණයක් විදිහට පොතේ අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම paint වැඩසටහන. So this is a window. Right? This is a window, the painting window. And then there are a lot of icons here. Let me save icon is here. Save is there. So let me select only that one. Yes, only paint. Okay, so here we have only paint. And then here are some icons. Yes, this is save icon. This is undo. This is redo. Then you have menus, file menu, right? And then there are various icons to perform different tasks. Yes, you will see those tasks here. Then we have a pointer, right? We have pointer. So we can use the pointer. Now you look like it's a hand, and then, you know, depend on the place where the mouse pointer changes. Right. So as you can see, we can see icons, windows, menus, and the pointers. So when you right click it, you get another menu, right? This is a menu, right? So I hope you, you know, understand what are the graphical elements. So some activities are there. I want you to try out the activities. Right. So that's about the you know, interfaces available or interfaces provided by the operating system. So there are like graphical interfaces, like let me show you again my desktop.